Good morning, traders. In front of you, Alpha Fibonacci software with overextended rally. So when you trade with the Alpha Fibonacci software futures for Ninja Trader 8, this is how software displays. So if you were present in the trading room since last week, we remained fully bullish. Why in the world did we remain fully bullish? Because we knew months in advance where institutional buy point is. So vicious bullish rally continues with vengeance. I chose to project software on 5-minute chart. You make a personal decision, the chart you want to trade. So if you understand the power of this and understand the power of institutions viciously buying the market from institutional buy point spelled out many months in advance, you also understand quite well without any software, by applying proprietary Alpha Fibonacci numbers, proprietary Alpha Fibonacci strategies, were market heading to months in advance. So here we are. Bullish rally continues with vengeance, but intelligent trader understands. For retail trader this morning, this is key level. This is crucial level on S&P. So when I was on Friday with my highly elite group of students, Friday was a breathtaking institutional day where vicious institutional rally had started. So if I take you back to Friday on this chart, this is the power of the system as you learn in live classes. This is where bullish rally started from. Since Friday, you knew where market heading to. So if you miss the events in the trading room in the last few days, here we go. Here's the market on Monday. This is the reason my students become dearest friends for life. And it doesn't matter if you trade 5, 10, 15, any chart. By applying proprietary rules, by applying proprietary strategies on any instrument, any time frame you choose, this morning you know quite well. Bullish rally continues with vengeance. But this morning it's entirely different trading. It's drastically more aggressive. Absolutely no software on this chart, none is present. But when you utilize software correctly and you understand the power of this morning you knew with a single glimpse, buyers fully in charge. And we discussed all of this with my students. Market extremely high, we're heading for historical high. How to trade this, you learn in the course. That's it, black and white. No gambling, no speculation, overextended rallies here. So if you know where precise entry, stop and targets are, if you trade with ultimate predictive simplicity and precision, as so many of my students say, they're shocked to see the day trading becoming joyful. Right now I work in private mentoring with oncological surgeon who's getting ready to retire, and he's in shock as he's been trying trading for 20 plus years. He actually enjoys day trading, and while in private mentoring he remains profitable, consistently trading Asian session because he works full-time still, but he looks forward to retirement because of the Alpha Fibonacci system. And he joined Graduate Elite Club. That's it. So this is the power of the system, no matter what chart you trade, where you knew many days in advance, bullish rally extremely high, we are heading for historical high. So when you're trading with institutions and not against them, you start understanding where institutional buy points are present. And that was since Friday. And that's the power of the Alpha Fibonacci on S&P mini future this week. So if you know where to buy, where to sell the market, you can trade any chart you choose, any time frame. And if you add software to day trade futures, it comes with trade recognition software and with ultimate simplicity. That's it. All you have to do is choose the best trade. with institutional congruency. And that playing out in front of you right now. But this is drastically more aggressive trading than trading we witnessed on Friday. Hundreds and hundreds of trades flying out since Friday. And we discuss all of this with my students in class. So Nasdaq is twinning with S&P, except with 10 times more volatility. Again, with a single glimpse, intelligent trader knew where to buy, where to sell Nasdaq from. So as we witnessed yesterday, to the tick, how viciously bullish rally continued. Let me show you Alpha Fibonacci System since retail chart since Friday. To the tick, you knew where market heading to. And that's proprietary predictive strategy. You knew days in advance. This is critical key level. This is the end of the minor trend. You knew days in advance where market heading to. So here we are here in very different place this morning on Nasdaq with vicious bullish rally being drastically high. So what else does the software for NinjaTrader 8 help you? In addition to this extremely powerful predictive Alpha Fibonacci system that you can trade on any chart you choose, on any platform, absolutely no software here, none is present. Here we go, here's 15-minute chart this morning. All you need, Fibonacci retracement tool, and you can trade this on TradeStation, Thinkorswim. You can trade this MT4, MT5, interactive brokers. The only thing you ever need is pure price and Fibonacci retracements, and absolutely, of course, your limitless, beautiful, brilliant brain. So is anyone surprised that Nasdaq selling off from reversal zone? Intelligent trader understands we need Nasdaq to crash and burn until here. Again, showing you versatile Alpha Fibonacci system. An intelligent trader knows why Nasdaq not selling off yet. That's it. So here's Nasdaq with ultimate precision, with a software that show you. In the course you learn the importance of this target. If you are not exiting trade at this level, you are not trading Alpha Fibonacci system. So sellers are here and sellers are weak before oil news, correct? If sellers are weak, intelligent trader on sideline. So you witnessed yesterday clearly how we prepared for oil news days in advance, correct? So let me show you something else that's extremely powerful that intelligent trader knows days in advance. Here's extremely important chart in the Alpha Fibonacci system, 21. If you are stuck between this level and this level, it means sellers are weak. That's it. We're bouncing here, waiting for oil news. And that simplicity and precision with predictive and proprietary Alpha Fibonacci system across multiple charts on S&P and Nasdaq. So while S&P and Nasdaq stuck in pain with Nasdaq being drastically higher, and you knew this many days in advance, let's prepare for oil news, shall we? So again, I'm leaving two critical charts in front of you until oil news. Oil news in 50 minutes. Leaving 5 minutes on Nasdaq, leaving 3 minutes on S&P, why not? So you can witness both instruments in very different places. S&P continues its scroll with 10 times less volatility than Nasdaq. Nasdaq already reached reversal zone. We need serious selling pressure on both extremely overextended on retail charts. So if I bring to your attention how intelligent trader prepares for major news, this is oil this morning at key institutional buy point. Intelligent trader understands oil stock in the middle of nowhere, but buyers domineering on oil. Intelligent trader seeing this with a single glimpse. So let's review extremely important chart on oil going back by what? 10 months, shall we? I always encourage my students to backtest the system, and I'm showing you in the course how you can backtest going back 20 years as long as you have data that's showing you. This is predictive proprietary system. Here we go. Many months in advance you knew where the bottom is. Here's March 2025. This is 9 months ago. Intelligent trader very well prepared, knowing far in advance where to buy, where to short oil from. Here comes month of April. Here comes bullish rally on oil. Intelligent trader knows where to buy oil from. Student in Saudi Arabia shares they are not allowed to short, only to buy the markets. Here comes phenomenal opportunity for investor and day trader to buy the bottom with $1 trillion machine. You are very well prepared. You are done gambling. You are done being bottom. 95% of gamblers and speculators. Massive short bearish news on oil, but oil keeps skyrocketing. You're an intelligent human being who understands if trading on the news made money, every person on the planet would be Bill Gates. It does not. But what works is your limitless brain. With proprietary rules, bullish rally continues with vengeance. As Trump, lovey-dovey with Iran, the world is in shock. Before I leave for Europe, I tell my students, remember 75 is reversal zone, correct? Here comes the historical event. US bombing Iran. Shock or not, we are in Europe getting paged by US embassy. Highest terror threats against Americans. Oops! While CNBC blasting buy oil because of shortage of supply and Russian war. Oil continued in free fall. As a day trader, you're shorting the top. As investor, you exiting oil. You are done gambling. You are done speculating. So when oil reaches critical key buy point, here we are at the end of November. You know this many months in advance. You also seeing clearly 56 is a key level on oil this morning. You're also seeing clearly buyers picking up this theme. This is your institutional trading range on oil. So let's review oil news for the last few weeks. As Nasdaq remains stuck and S&P skyrocketed, correct? And we discussed all of this with my students, black and white, with massive long alerts. Overextended rally continues its crawl, and you knew it with a single glimpse by utilizing software. Absolutely no software on oil, none is present, and we will review multiple other instruments. Let's go on oil news weeks, shall we? So you can witness how Alpha Fibonacci System overriding the news. Here's oil news last week, November 19th, correct? Let's go to the charts, shall we? Let's backtest the system. This is November 19th. I'm taking you back to November 17th, 2 days before oil news. Retail reversal zone is being reached. Intelligent trader understands to short oil from 61. Here comes selling pressure again. Critical key brick wall on institutional chart. Selling pressure is here, correct? You remember this level? You understand how important this is not to buy? You're done being a gambler. You're done picking up crumbs, pennies, random, stress. You're enjoying trading markets as intelligent Alpha Fibonacci chess. You are my best friend forever because you're using your limitless brain. This is phenomenal congruency on institutional chart and on retail chart. Sell-off on oil continues, and many days in advance, 60 is a critical key brick wall to the upside. My goodness, when I worked in Johns Hopkins Psychiatry and Research, I witnessed the power of colors on human brain. This is the reason it is so nasty pink, so this level is never to be ignored. What is the news on that day? Let's take a look. My goodness, news is so bullish, triple undersupply on oil, but oil in free fall? Oh, how is that possible? Once again, Alpha Fibonacci System overriding the news. Sell-off continues, oil in free fall. This is what happens to gamblers. This is what happens to majority. You're done being a gambler. You're done being the bottom of 95%. This morning, oil testing, proprietary Alpha Fibonacci buy point. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The retail chart has phenomenal congruency with institutional chart. Pay attention, please. This is 57, 58 level, correct? This is institutional buy point. This is where you want to be, knowing quite well 61 will be war zone on oil. So this morning it's entirely different trading than last week, completely different level. Last week extremely bearish before oil news. This week oil oversold. You also know many hours and days in advance this will be war zone, the very famous bold pink line. So before oil news, intelligent trader understands this is where you want to be on oil. Congruency of retail and institutional chart, extremely powerful in day trading. So let me show you how this chart looked like yesterday. Let's go back by a day and let's convert this chart to Monday. You know many days in advance, oil oversold to buy oil from this level. Here's oil on 5, on 10, on 15-minute chart. So if children of my students can do this, if complete beginner traders can do this, anyone can. I love working with beginner traders. I love working with children who are learning system and trading system instantly. And I will show you where you can find this. So here we go this morning. Bullish rally slightly higher, where we'd like oil to be. We need to go to 26. Here we go, one moment. So this is the current chart on oil traders. Please pay attention. This is where intelligent trader wants to be at 57 level. To correct, as I'm jumping between different days, this level is where you want the price to be to monitor for long. This level is a war zone on oil. Again, let me take you back on this chart to Monday, as I went a little too far. 24th. On retail chart, you know quite well, oil oversold. This is where you want to buy oil from. Again, phenomenal congruency with institutional buyers. On retail reversal zone is where intelligent trader looking for long, but only when rules are met, intelligent trader takes a trade, with again 58 being a war zone, converting this chart to 40 minutes before oil news. So you witness precision of the Alpha Fibonacci system to the tick at the time of oil news. But here's the system on Tesla. My favorite event this year, taking you back on Tesla by a year. As I constantly test you and quiz you in private mentoring, and I show you day trading is not for you, if you are not obsessed with financial markets, if you're not practicing on every day, if you're working through stressful time in your life, Day trading not for you. Use system long term. Here's Tesla 2024. Trump elected as a president. Elon Musk and Trump are lovey-dovey. Wealthiest man on the planet with the most powerful man on the planet. Having a time of their life. Photo ops Tesla gifted to Trump. Until not. Until January, Tesla in free fall. Lovey-dovey is over, tariff war is on. So when Tesla's selling off with vengeance, and you know far in advance where Tesla crashing to identical level you will be witnessing on oil, how is it possible? Earnings on Tesla are horror. Tesla being burned on the streets. Tesla being bought with vengeance. Tesla skyrocketing and doubled in value despite triple horrific earnings. After Tesla doubles in value, Elon Musk being offered $1 trillion package. No one else on this world collecting $1 trillion pay, despite horrific earnings. So when you start using your limitless brain, you do not have to day trade, or you can trade both. And of course, look on NVDA. How is it possible? NVIDIA is selling off. NVIDIA just came out with earnings, 58 billion added. 58 billion in sales. But my goodness, why did NVIDIA crash from Alpha Fibonacci reversal zone? With the power of your limitless brain, you knew where to buy NVIDIA from. At 80. Here's NVIDIA in the month of April, how breathtaking this was. So intelligent trader understands now quite well, we need NVIDIA to collapse again. This was flawless and breathtaking, buying NVIDIA 80s, 90s level. And as a day trader, you're buying the bottom and you're riding to the top. NVIDIA no longer at 90, NVIDIA reached 200 level. More than doubled in value. So if you are not capable to pass psychological tests, if you are not capable with technical execution, if you are continue with reactive behavior, as I'm licensed in brain health, human empowerment, and trader psychology for 30 years, as I work with top psychiatrists on the planet at Johns Hopkins Hospital, I promise you, within 5-minute conversation, I can tell you if you meant to day trade or not. And if not, life happens to all of us. Allow yourself to exhale and trade 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, weekly, monthly chart. No one forces you to day trade one instrument. I will never do that to you. Every single strategy I developed in the last 21 years applies to every single instrument. This is a glimpse of the strategies I work. Currently, I'm more focusing on my elite cycle of my favorite strategies. That's it. Predictive proprietary is a key word. Can you trade Bitcoin? Of course you can. Did you expect Bitcoin to crash and burn? When those who throwing up gossips that in Bitcoin heading to 200,000 by the end of the year, as I love one quote. What was it? It's more likely that Jesus will come by the end of the year than Bitcoin would reach 200,000 level. This chart is telling you that. So if you're done gambling, if you're done speculating, if you're done being stressed out, I look forward working with you. So I refuse to sell out to Goldman. I refuse to sell out to top financial institution. I refuse. Because I know that freedom matters and my students know much more about companies I launched and work I have done and the reason why I keep saying no. So when traders bring in their children to the course and children deliver this, and these are hedge fund managers who bring in their children, and hedge fund manager trading entirely different instrument than his son does. So this is simplicity playing out in front of you live. Did we know or did we know this is not the place to buy? Do we know that this would be key event? So complete beginner traders can do this. Anyone can. I promise you, this never, ever, ever gets old. So today I'm meeting with trader who's been my trader for 15 years, now prop firm trader. This photo 15 years old, he's brought his daughter to me to trade. Emma was 12. Right now she's trading crypto. So if children can do this, and husbands bringing their wives to the course, and wife is trading Nasdaq with 2 little babies on her arms, and I'm being invited to weddings of my traders, this is a reason I'm not selling out. Pure and simple. So when you focus on simplicity, the sky's as the limit. This never gets old, because I know what matters in life, and I love where I live. Cubicle in New York is not my thing. That's it. So you make a personal decision what instrument you want to trade. And if you're witnessing the power of the system and phenomenal rally on euro despite worst to worst in Europe, and you start using your brain, you could have shorted US dollar from the top as you could have shorted oil. Charts are twins. And you know this months in advance. So as price reminding you and showing you the power of the system in the live market, I beg of you, when you remove all the junky delayed indicators and you start using your limitless brain, the sky's is the limit. Because if complete beginner traders can do this, if struggle traders can do this, anyone can. Terry, my dearest friend for life, called me stressed out, exhausted, was almost in tears. Right now, Terry is a prop firm trader, elite club member. Sign up for every single strategy I will ever develop. So when you listen to traders' podcast who understand that within a couple of months, you can make phenomenal progress. Phenomenal. After 10, 15, 20, 30 years of struggling, this is the reason I live and breathe what I do. Movie maker making movie about Fibonacci Trading Institute celebrating 15 years. Trading crypto on iPhone. And words by Kurt tell you everything you need to know. And again and again and again, when father bringing his daughter to the course, with whom I work after this, that's the reason I say no to Goldman and top financial institutions. Because simplicity is the core of all the strategies I developed in the last 21 years. So when you start using your limitless brain and start joining our global community, this offer will never, ever, ever repeat again. If you're fortunate enough to join the course right now, you will receive Trading Bootcamp recordings, additional value of $27,700 included in every package below, total savings up to $10,000. So listen to my students' podcast, view my students' performance, view students' emails and reviews, and you will see if complete beginner trader can become prop firm trader and trade any instrument, futures, stocks, options, multiple accounts, anyone can. Proven by traders all over the world since 2011. And again and again and again, view my student reviews. Forever honored to do the work I do. I'm obsessed with humanity, and I'm obsessed with Fibonacci in developing my own systems. And those are the words of legend Kurt, who is here this morning. No tricks, only treats, because of Fibonacci and your incredible vision. Kurt always sending me the most incredible cards. So please listen to my students, listen to my journey and story, listen why fathers bringing their children to the course, and choose the option appropriate for you. And of course, absolutely, if something is not clear, simply pick up the phone and call. Because private mentoring, the most desirable option, is when I work with you one-on-one during 4 months. I test you, I quiz you, I keep you accountable. And in addition, you have access to the group course, video library and modules. Bootcamp, historical event that will not repeat again, showing you every single moment in financial markets, the power and precision of the Alpha Fibonacci system. So when you click sign up, you choose the package appropriate for you. Group course, the most popular option with Bootcamp savings, 8,000 plus. So please, any questions for me, simply pick up the phone and call +1 925 257 4298. We have students in New Zealand, in Australia, in Japan, in Monte Carlo, in Dubai, in Saudi Arabia. I have many doctors, surgeons, brain surgeons, heart surgeons as students right now. So you do not have to come to live classes. Simply view videos 24/7. Movie Fibonacci Trading Institute coming up very soon, celebrating 15th-year anniversary. But you can view prior movie, prior webinars and video library from the website. So let's take a break, traders, shall we? Let's come back for oil news. As again and again and again, you witnessing ultimate simplicity and precision to the tick across the board on multiple instruments. Here we go, we have 3 minutes before oil news, correct? An intelligent trader very well prepared. Again, we're very clear where we're stuck on Nasdaq, where we're stuck on S&P. Extremely high, but buyers keep holding this level, so retail trader cannot short into it. Bullish rally overextended, but buyers remain fully in charge, which is not a good news for retail trader. If I bring to your attention oil, this is where we are, we're monitoring this level. And again, intelligent trader knows many days, weeks and months in advance. This is institutional buy point. So here we go. 3 minutes before the news. We have no idea what the news be, but we know very well. Bullish rally on oil overextended. We expect the pullback. Oil stock extremely high. And again, the reason why? Because this is institutional buy point. 56, 57. We are not at 56, 57. We are not at the ultimate bottom. We are very high. This is key event on oil at the time of oil news. Intelligent trader demands powerful pullback, independent and well before the news. Intelligent trader understands this is ideal. This is where you want to be, which is a congruent level with institutional buyers, not at the brick wall. Again, converting the chart to 1. Again, absolutely no software on this chart, absolutely no software on any of this chart. Software is optional for Ninja Trader 8. So here we go. Selling pressure is on from Alpha Fibonacci brick wall. 1 minute until the news. Forecast minus 1.3. More negative the number, more bullish the news. More bearish the news, more positive the number. Oil news completely in reverse of stock news. Undersupply is bullish, oversupply is bearish. When not enough oil, oil price goes up in value. When too much oil and oversupply, oil goes down the value. But again, you're witnessing Alpha Fibonacci system independent well before the news. My goodness, extremely bearish number on oil, completely in reverse of last week. Last week, phenomenal bullish news. This week, oversupply in oil. Huge fluctuation. Let's pay attention to this chart. How did we know to the tick that this is not the place to buy? My goodness, look at that. So when you start using your limitless brain and you understand the best versus the worst place to be in financial markets, and you understand move on oil continues up, but this is the only brick wall that's left. So if this level continue being obeyed and oil not collapsing to identical, perfect, flawless buy point where institutions buy, intelligent retail trader needs to understand this is a trading range, this is a pain, but buyers confirm this level despite extremely bearish news. And that's extremely powerful lesson as you witness time and time again how Alpha Fibonacci System overrides news time and time again. As Tesla skyrocketed despite quadruple catastrophic earnings doubled in value. As NVDA sold off despite spectacular earnings. As Euro skyrocketed despite two horrific wars in Europe. As Bitcoin sold off despite all the hype. So when you start using your limitless brain, the sky's the limit. You serious about trading? Enjoy Black Friday special, the event that will not repeat. So when you sign up for the website for any of the packages available to you, additional savings of November trading bootcamp. October trading bootcamp. It was at the start of November, included in Black Friday special, where you learn to the tick the power of the Alpha Fibonacci system. So if you're day position trader, stock trader, options trader, futures trader, ETFs, commodities, crypto, all platforms, all instruments, you can trade Alpha Fibonacci system on. If you are not on Ninja Trader 8, option 1 and 3 appropriate for you. If you are on multiple other platforms and you are also on Ninja Trader 8, option 2 and 4 appropriate for you. And this is additional savings of $27.77 included in every package on our homepage. And again, when you click here sign up for the bootcamp, you witness what's included in addition to 4 courses on the homepage. That's it. Simply click, choose, and sign up. And any question, anything not clear, pick up the phone and call. Contact us +1 925 257 4298. Thank you, traders, so much. I'm forever grateful for you. And if you're serious about trading, I look forward to spectacular 2026 together. Sooner you start, more prepared you will be. Thank you so much, everyone, for spectacular, phenomenal November. Thank you, Kurt. Thank you, David. Thank you, my incredible traders. It's my joy and honor being with you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Forever grateful. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you for your incredible email. Means the world. Always here for you. Gratitude, love, and abundance to all. Thank you, traders. Happy Thanksgiving.